It's the legendary Thomas Gilkey. And, I hope you all are doing generally really well. I am tired, but that's okay, right? I think so. Yay, it didn't mute itself. Let's see. Okay. Let's see, give me a second to get things squared away. Oh, 2 people watching? Damn. Hey, Toriel, how are you? I'm gonna just tweet this out. Give me a second. Guys, come check my stream. Yeah. Toriel, I think I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. I guess that's the best way to put it. Sorry. No, I'm. Oh. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how are you?
How are you? I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. We just had a good live stream, and I'm happy to have a lot of work done from the last month. You've seen that already, I think. KS Central, the new
Yeah,
website.
I checked out the website.
You like it?
I do. I haven't gotten a chance to read the articles in full because it's a lot of reading.
Yeah,
But
it's fundamental stuff.
yeah.
Diverse, real diverse.
Hmm.
Absolutely everyone has his voice. If you like to write articles, just
Hmm.
tell it to us. We will put it online and we will edit so it looks quite fine.
Awesome. Toriel G says hi, Noway.
Hey, I have to open the stream. That's the point. I
Probably
don't see the stream.
that's probably
On your side.
it's probably
I just I just had to open it.
it's okay. No worries, no problem. Yeah, no, I checked out the stream.
Yeah.
The real on Chris Real Review 3000 channel, and it was actually really cool.
Okay.
I liked how it highlighted a lot of the writers like yourself, Mara, author Stephen Walton, Sean, Stackhouse, and Chris.
Cool guys, right? Cool.
But,
Really.
oh
Can you send me the link because your site don't show the stream?
yeah, that's the YouTube link.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, hold on one second. Hold on.
Yeah, that was actually a really nice stream.
Yeah,
Uh, I'm a
I
little
just
bit more relaxed in the moment because that's so much work. I did about 7 websites in the last 4 or 5 months.
mhm.
I didn't sleep last night. I had just a nap 3 hours ago for 3 hours or something. That's totally crazy in the moment.
Yeah, no, I bet. Maybe the reason why you can't see the stream is because it's on my Tankenge. It's on the Jeremy account.
Oh, that's the point. I don't
Yeah.
have it. Can you
Uh,
send it in the private chat?
yeah, I sent it to you in the DMs on Twitter.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Yeah, because YouTube, I can't stream on my Thomas Gilkey channel until the uh, the end of the year.
Well, what did they strike you or what?
Yes, they did, but I didn't know that I can share like I showed like a footage from a baseball game
Okay.
on the baseball on the MLB Major League Baseball's YouTube channel, and then I was doing like a live stream when that happened, and I was showing the footage, and then they struck.
And you did you fight this
I
Hightower?
I wanted to, but at the same time, if I struck it and if I lost, then that would not look
No,
good.
you cannot lose because
Oh,
you are doing absolutely you are in inside the commentary thing. It's about fair use.
mhm.
You cannot lose about that.
That's true. No, I mean,
Because you don't present the product they deliver without your commentary, and your commentary is the primary focus of that.
mhm. That's
So you cannot lose. They know that. That's absolutely that's an abuse of fair use.
mhm,
You should know that. You should absolutely fight every strike out there.
mhm,
It cannot happen anything to you. It just looks like it. It just looks scary because we know they are somehow powerful, but the law is absolutely clear about that. You
mhm.
can comment it, and on the other side, it's advertising for them too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is. It
What?
is. If you like it and you
Yeah.
do commentary, even if it's negative commentary, or you lose it in the stream, it is advertising is always because they are seen.
That's very true. Yeah, I mean, I would strike it, but it's too much effort. I mean, with the next one, if I get another one, then I'll strike it. The good thing is so I was uh, is I have this
Yeah,
channel, so I can still stream, but it's just not on my one that has more
I
subs
love
than this
the
one.
name Tank Engine Jeremy.
Mhm. Actually, here's an interesting fact because I do see Caitlin, the keeper of the Jeremys, and
Yeah, hi Caitlin.
she she helped me come up with the avatar for this account, like the picture.
Caitlin is an awesome little ghost, right?
Yes, she is.
I really appreciate her. She's
Mm,
very very young, but she's so into that work what she does, and she's really good at it. I absolutely respect her.
I agree. Caitlin is incredible.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. She's
Caitlin,
she's part of this fandom collective and fandom menace. She's absolutely an awesome personality, and I
oh,
really respect her.
absolutely. I do agree 100%. She's
Cool.
she's a
And
pain in the
how's it
what?
going for you? You had a hard time last days.
Yeah, no, yeah. So my uncle is a drug addict, and that's just tough for me. I'm not gonna be like him. I'm not gonna follow in his footsteps, like what led up to it. But it's still tough because
That's what I said. That's the teaching in it. We can
Mhm,
say, oh, we can learn it from viewing people from a distance, and we know that's wrong and all that stuff. But that's not the same. If you experience it in your life directly with your emotions, that's a very special thing, and you cannot set any other experience in that place. That's your very personal experience, and that's what gives you wisdom or problems.
Hmm.
That's what we have to decide.
I
Will
agree.
we gather the wisdom out of it, the strength out of it, what we can teach others or what we can say others? That's the way of nature goes. We cannot fight it. It happens.
Oh, no, I
Right.
agree 100%. Um, I'm taking that wisdom that you were talking about a few days ago, and I'm going to use that to make me not be like him.
You
Um,
aren't. You aren't. You are you.
yeah, exactly. I mean, things are still rough, all things considered, but it's getting better. The support of the people in the fandom, Menace, yourself, Mara, everyone,
Yeah,
is
they are all
beyond
awesome.
belief incredible.
And I believe, not it's not always family.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely convinced that you can choose your family, and if you find yourself and your place in a group like the Fandom Menace or the Fandom Collective, or people like Caitlin or Tauria, like they are on the stream now, that's that's your decision. And if this is a homogeneous, working connection, that's what it's all about. You need this working connection. We are social beings, you know.
That's
And
mm,
even if the people think life can be awful or complicated or think, they only have to see what they are around, what they are surrounded by, what are the good things. That's our point. What we have to do, we have to see the good things, and to appreciate the good things, and then that's how we feel good. We are not alone. We just only have to accept it.
mm.
You know, I think. So, what's your topics in the moment?
There is nothing topical. I just like sometimes I'll just stream because I feel like it.
That's fine. You're just a tank engine in the moment,
Exactly, exactly. So
rolling.
yeah, I just do it because sometimes, like for me, sometimes just doing a random stream it helps me feel better.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
because the people that pop in and the people that are always like that will pop in and just give words of wisdom.
You heard Trump's speech about the internet today. It really shocked me
It.
because
Mhm.
normally Trump is a guy. I have different feelings about it. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Trump fighter or against him or something. I just for me he's just a president of the
Mhm.
United States, and he has his personality, and some things are good he does. Absolutely, like no one ever before him walked into North Korea and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And on an international level, this is, what is peace? How do you do peace? You speak to people.
Mm.
You cannot take it away from him. Obama didn't. Bush didn't. All those talkers, this clever talkers, they didn't. He did. Okay, and I absolutely appreciate that.
Mm.
Uh, but the speech about internet today,
Yeah. I.
it didn't feel like him.
Mm.
Normally he says things like fluent,
Yeah.
like he's talking. He's a shit talker also. Yeah, he just say the things fluid. But the talk about the internet today was not fluent. It was learned. That was extremely strange. And what they people never mention is what we do in the moment. We
Mm.
take connection. We try to connect and have positive feelings, and that's what the internet does give us too.
Mhm.
That we can connect to people miles, thousands of miles away, and share good feelings. Nobody talks about that.
True. I so and I would completely agree with you 100% on that. That I'm I'm personally against him, Trump. Just you can hear me all right, right?
Yeah, 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 I'm
Okay,
fine.
cool.
I'm
All right,
absolutely
no,
fine.
I just okay because sometimes my computer spazzes out. Uh, um, I'm personally I don't care for him, but I do acknowledge that he is the president of the United States of America.
Yeah, he's
Um,
the president. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. I just don't agree with it, with a lot of his politics. For example, my mother is an immigrant, or she was. She got her, she's officially an American citizen, but she was an immigrant. And I don't agree 100% with his policies on the immigration aspect. I do not agree with him not denouncing the white supremacy.
yeah,
I think he needs to denounce them because all these in particular these two shootings that just happened 2 days ago
yeah, yeah,
in El Paso and Dayton, I think it was. They all had a connection to him via they like said like they listened to his rhetoric.
we shouldn't forget this rhetoric is done since we are on this planet.
Hmm.
Uh, some are focused on this specific topic, some are focused on that specific topic. But what we never should forget is always the decision of the person who shoots at people.
Hmm.
And we are able to learn to use our brain. We are able to take responsibility, and I think that's one of the most important things to take responsibility for the own thoughts and the own feelings at first.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and you cannot go like you remember this happening. The Canadian shooting was happening, uh, and the guy called out PewDiePie for that.
I think
That's
so.
the same argument.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the same argument. You cannot call out Trump or AOC or whoever for your deeds.
Exactly.
That's wrong.
Hmm.
We know Trump sometimes is an asset,
Yeah.
but everyone knew who he was in America.
Exactly.
Because he is a celebrity for about I don't know how much years, and America is the same country who loved the how is it the Playboy manager, who is it,
Hmm.
what's the name of the Playboy guy,
The what?
the manager of Playboy, the owner of Playboy.
I'm gonna Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, yeah, Hefner. It's same type of guy,
I
but
mean,
he's fine. He's a star. He's
mhm,
you know what I mean. He's making money of toxic masculinity, and Trump doesn't change. Everybody know that's the honest part of him. He didn't change. He was
mhm,
always Trump. Everybody knew how he is, and now they try to make a different Trump of him. You know,
mhm,
he never was. He never changed. He always made this strange tweets. He always, and that's why the people took him, because they knew what they get. With Hillary, you don't know what you get. The Obama, you don't know what you get. With Bush, you don't know what you get. Yeah, and if I had to choose,
yeah,
and I could take a guy with flaws, but I know his flaws, but I know that he will not go and let break World War loose or something. I would choose him over Hillary, because I'm a German in Austria. I knew about Hillary's and or the Clinton stuff about 20 years ago. About twenty
Yeah.
years ago, I followed that stuff. And those people are that are people I would call strange. I don't know what they do in reality. Nobody of
Mm.
us does. Nobody does. Yeah, but they are strange. That's the point. And tell me one point. I'm not a Trump supporter. I just want to make that clear.
Yeah.
Tell me one point you remember exactly where he especially hurted another person for his own good.
Hmm. That's a good point.
Yes, that's an absolutely good point, and that's what we have to think about. What kind of leaders or representatives
Mm.
we choose.
Hmm.
I didn't find any. I didn't find any. I know he's an asset. He's he's a he's a something like a playboy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But his family knows, his woman knows, everybody knows.
Exactly.
There's nothing strange about him.
True. And you were mentioning about his his remarks that he made today about the video game stuff. I don't think that's him speaking. I think it's more
Yeah,
his the people in his cabinet.
yeah. I was really shocked by that
Yeah.
speech
I
because
was
it didn't sound like him.
yeah.
It didn't sound,
I
I
was
again I don't like him because I'm always for people who are in power positions like that. I'm always skeptical.
hmm
Always. Because we have the factor money, we have the factor ego and all that stuff, and no one of us is free of that. We know that, and but that sounded totally strange. That was not his free speech like we know it, and that concerned me. I'm really curious what will happen with this.
hmm I think
I'm
it's
really curious.
interesting and um, disgusting. And so I made a post about this today on my Facebook account before I went to the movies.
Yeah,
And I want to what I want because anytime a shooting happens, it's a tragic thing, obviously.
it's awful always.
Um, and what I wanted to see, and I didn't see this, was both sides, both the Democrats and the Republicans. Instead of going into a political conversation, give it
Yeah,
a rest for a week. Let the victims grieve. Let the victims, you know, go through whatever emotions they're going through. Don't have the words, they're saying, okay, because I saw this from both sides. Both
yeah,
I saw this, from from AOC. I saw this from Ben Shapiro of the Daily Wire.
yeah.
Um, and so it's not just the Democrats, it's not just the Republicans, it's both sides. What I think needs to happen is I don't recommend that. I don't see a reason for people to be taking away their guns because people will find a way to get the guns.
Yeah, sure,
Um,
sure,
I
sure. They
want,
always did.
I
They
want,
always did.
yeah, exactly. I want strict background checks. I want them to do have these gun owners have like a trained professional to ask these guys some psychological questions.
Yes.
Um, what I also think is a huge focus on, and I don't know if it's as big a problem in where you're located, is mental health.
Yeah.
Mental health, I think, needs to be a focus,
Absolutely.
and it's disgusting as an American citizen that it is not being. it's not being talked about.
Yeah, that's it's the kind of questions we ask. You know, I today I saw a Twitter a guy who that's not a problem with mental illness. That's a partial word. Mental illness. That's a big size of different different kind of being. Okay,
Mhm.
and the other question you have to ask is, do you think a person who thinks to kill people is okay to try to change the world? Nobody. We are 7 billion people. It's just a mathematical thing. We are 7 billion people,
Mhm.
and you kill 20 of them. You really think that this is a good deed and this is about changing the world?
Mhm.
So you think that is sane? That cannot be sane.
Yeah.
That's not sane thought. And
But
if you think about how the brain works, your
mhm.
underconsciousness, your subconsciousness has no real uh, ability to differentiate between you and me. My subconscious mind thinks if I act with you, if I do something with you, my subconscious mind is treating you as you were me.
Mhm.
The subconscious mind does that. So that's what we learn. Our brain learns always we do things to other people, we do it to ourselves. And that is what is meant by the word karma. Karma, technically, is just the word about
Mhm.
law and effect. The cause and effect. What is cause and effect? Everything is related on cause and effect. Our reality wouldn't have any consistent or coherent function. We wouldn't have any way of orientation if there wasn't be a law of cause and effect. So cause and effect is the basic law which makes our brain working. So everything we see, everything we perceive, we will always receive on the background of what we are thinking and we are convinced of. So you will never escape your karma. And then we come back to the point you talked about earlier. Uh, Everything starts by education.
Mhm.
Education. And media, politicians, and Hollywood is failing this task in order to feed their egos in the
I,
moment. That's the problem in the
you
moment.
know, and I completely agree. I think it's also, um, I completely 100% agree. Before I forget, Stig says, "Hi, Thomas and Noway."
Hey, Stick,
He is,
fine you're here.
he's in the chat. Or I don't know if he still is in, but he was in it a few minutes ago or
This is an
so.
awesome dude.
Yeah, Stig is the Stig is one that is just incredible.
It's funny.
His puns are legendary. In his heart is a heart of gold,
Yeah, absolutely.
like yourself and a lot of other people in the fandom
Thank you.
members. I haven't. So I joined
Hey,
the fandom.
Mary.
What?
Mary.
She's here.
Yeah, the queen of cleavage.
Oh,
JDB. I love her so much.
yeah. Mary's
She's my waifu.
nice, nice. Mary's just incredible. As are everyone else. So I joined the Phantom Menace because Brian from the Rebellion saw a few of my videos, my early videos, and he was like, "You want to be a part of the Phantom Menace?" And then I remember also you had commented on, on it on a few of my videos as well, and that's how I got to know you as well on my Thomas Gilkey account, and gave really good advice and gave your wisdom as well.
You are
And
part of the Phantom Menace, my dude.
yes, I am. I am officially part of it, and so I have never really experienced this the kind of support. Um, Fine, Stig, you're a fierce Viking. There, you're a fierce Viking from shit. Norway? No.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, he's from Norway. Yeah.
Okay, phew. I was,
I'm just failed to be called Norway. It's Norway, Norway, no. I don't fear new things. No
no,
way. No, in no way be neophobic.
that's, that's true. And so I joined, and so I have experienced so much love and support from people in the Phantom Menace. Um, as a lot of people know, this year has just been super tough. I lost one of my dogs. I lost two family members, and that's tough for me because it's like the first like losses I've experienced. Um, Stig, shut up, shut up, please, and thank you, Stig. You know what? Just because you said that, I'm gonna make them sticky for you.
Yeah.
And I've experienced nothing but love and support from everyone, from the higher ups in the Phantom Menace, in the likes of D-Day
Well,
Cobra.
that's the point. There are no higher ups. They reach more people, and but if you hear them telling you know we have to respect what they are telling, and the most compelling or the most convincing thing about Jeremy
Mhm.
is he's real. He doesn't care about how many people. He's just a guy, and he wants just to be a guy. You
Yeah.
know, that's the difference, and that's how it works. It's the thing with the gender stuff and with the sexuality stuff and all that stuff. It shouldn't
And
be a point to talk
mm,
about. It just you are a human, and you deserve to be seen. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to get the love and respect, and you deserve to be criticized. All that stuff, and that's okay.
mhm.
You know
and
what
I
I mean?
and that's 100% true. And so ever since I've been a part of the Phantom Menace, I've experienced incredible support from Jeremy to John Cox, to the lovely Mary Mayhem, Stig, the lovely Stig Kenobi, Noway neophobic, Jeremy loves the lead of Battle Angel, Shellback TJC, Proper Jeremy, Miss Marjade, General Zod's Fandom Zone Pop Culture PD, Real Review 3000, Sean Sackhouse Reacts.
You
And
know that what you are saying. That's the point. If you are able to feel that love of that people over that long distance, that's a Star Wars teaching. That's the Force.
oh, really?
Yeah, sure
Hmm.
it is.
That's actually
Sure.
really, really interesting. I didn't really think of it like that, but you know what? You're actually 100% right. Preach the heavenly choir, no way.
Yeah, well, it's just a decision, you know. You see me on Twitter. I'm able to have fights, and I'm mostly very satirical, and I kick some asses if I like, but I always try to give the people I talk to the signal that they could have the chance to laugh about that. And
Mhm.
I'm really focusing on that. I It's never always 100% serious. Never.
Okay. Hold on, I have to address Mr. Stig Kenobi.
Yes.
You know what, Stig? I don't even like My Little Pony. I think it's you that made My Little Pony sticky. Stop trying to ruin beautiful moments, Stig. You, you're not a home
No,
wrecker. Well,
that
that's
is
Mary.
that's how karma works.
But
That's your beautiful moment with a stick inside.
exactly, Stig. Stop trying to ruin my beautiful moments, okay? You're not a home wrecker because Mary is a home wrecker. Yes, Mary, you are. He's mine, and he'll always be mine. Um, there's something far worse. I don't know what that far worse is yet, but I'll let you know when I find out.
Yeah. Mary, I will marry her.
Aww.
She's so beautiful. I like this girl because I like her voice. She's an absolute awesome singer. I think if she's focused and she has the freedom to record a record or something, she would do great.
I feel
But
like
she don't. She's more like doing funny things and all that stuff, you
mm,
know.
I feel like Mary should record the soundtrack of the Phantom Menace.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Like, I just wanna be one you love. How is her? How is her? I just wanna be the one you love. I cannot sing
Yes,
like.
no way. Sex.
Tell me about what you are thinking. Why are shooters like that out there doing that stuff? What do you think is the
So
point?
I think I definitely don't think I definitely don't think it has anything to do with video games at all. Um, I think what it has to involve is um, it could a lot of it could be due to maybe a little bit of social media, or also maybe a little bit of the or just that they don't have access to see a counselor, and
Okay.
maybe a lot of it also has to do with that they don't have a good support system.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm
if you look
absolutely
at
sure.
if you look at one of the, it's a tragic example. Um, did you ever hear about the Newtown shooting?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy Adam Lanza, he shot up a school called Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut. It Stig, you and Stig, you keep on ruining my moments. Okay,
You should get him on. Why he isn't on the stream?
Stig, did you want to come on so I can make you sticky?
So we can slap him like he deserves it.
Yeah, Stig, you want to come on? Oh, while I wait for your response, I'm going to continue through interruptions.
To go deeper in this. I
And
really I
so,
really
but and so I was because Newtown or Connecticut is at most 2 hours away from Massachusetts, which is where I live. And I was reading into. Okay, Stig said he's on the couch. No way.
yeah, he always is on. Huh?
Okay, Stig.
It's nothing special, Stick. Come on, stream with us.
Yes, listen to the great No Way. Um, and so if you had looked into what the circumstances surrounding Adam Lanza is, there was issues where he was constantly, I believe, getting bullied at school.
Mhm.
Um, he tried to get help, and they were like, "Oh, he's fine." They didn't really delve into it. I
No.
think also he had autism.
Yes.
I think, and as someone who can speak from experience, because I do have autism, when
Me
you have
too.
autism, it
Me too. Not a very slight version of it. I overcame it in the years by
mm,
meditation techniques and all this. But I'm absolutely autistic. Absolutely.
yeah. So, and I just don't think they get the support or the help they need. I think if any of these guys had the help, had somebody to say, you know what,
Yeah.
it's gonna be okay. Let's go and talk about it. I think that might have been what had. Hold on, I'm quickly looking at it. He had Asperger's syndrome, and as a teenager, he suffered from depression, anxiety, and OCD.
Yeah.
Um, his severe deteriorating internalized mental health problems combined with an atypical preoccupation with violence and access to the deadly weapons proved a recipe for mass murder. I think he he had he had all this horrible stuff going on in him. Do I think he was? I don't think it was. I do. It's still a tragedy. I think it's a tragedy that it happened. Two, it's a tragedy that he didn't get the help he needed,
Yes.
and it's just this world needs to care about its people.
Sure. That's it for. That's what it's for,
They
and
need to care about the people.
that's what I
You know,
absolutely the ball. What I would throw back to mainstream media in Hollywood. They have the most massive influence over the last decades. Okay, and they talk down to us, to consumers, like we are the racist genderism, and we did. I don't remember to go in any stranger land and do war. I didn't remember. I didn't do anything of that. I love people. I love all colors, all genders, all ways of being a human. I can respect that. I don't remember that. And I absolutely see the responsibility for happenings like that, mostly at big media, at politicians,
hmm
and those Hollywood influences. And I think what we see there is somewhat of a panic, because deep down in their subconscious mind, they know that they are part of these happenings because they influence. They show us what is the problem. They show us what is to discuss about. They show us about what are the most important topics and all that stuff. Who does that? And the effect of that, of all this insanity, is people who try to make them a voice by killing others. And that's, I think, Hollywood and big media and big tech, a biggest problem of our society in the moment, because they have so much money, they can live a life. I was rich and poor. I had this roller coaster of all this waste of being already. And I'm building up a new life, after I fall apart. And I know how this is. It's like an adrenaline rush. If you have 2 millions and you think everything is fine, you cannot lose it, like Bitcoin, it was in the Bitcoin thing. You live your life like you are left loose. And they do that. Like Brie Larson, 6 millions for the first movie. She never saw so much money on her account ever before. and then you feel that your ego is blown up, and you think you do something right, karma is good to you, and you are somehow selected by a higher force, you know. And those people are absolutely not aware of what they are doing and what they are saying and what they are preaching. And I absolutely critic point my critic at them. Absolutely, I'm absolutely doing that. And everyone out there who is bothered by depression or all that stuff is also somehow sure he's his own master and he can decide by himself, but he's also kind of a victim of this
Hold on.
presented phase
No
of
way.
life.
No way. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just saw Stig said he could pop on for a little bit.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, Stig. Hold on. Send me the link. Sorry, I was just looking into the.
I would
No
love to have
woman.
one because I don't have to talk too much.
Oh, shush. You're fine. Hold on, Stig. I'm sending you that there link. Okay, hold on. No, I'm so sorry. I zoned off. I was looking.
I get another beer in the moment.
Yeah, no worries.
I just want to be the one you love.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Stig, I sent the link. It's in your DMs on the Twitter. I'm ready to let you come in. I don't. Last night I was streaming with Honstar and Midnight Images and Mary, and the stream froze on me. So if it freezes, we'll come to that when we come to it. Stig,
Hello.
Hey, hello.
how are you?
Hello there.
Uh, I'm doing quite well.
Are you
I was relaxed. I was
are you
relaxing on the couch.
are you Stig? Are you sticky tonight, Stig?
No, no.
Oh, not yet.
You made the ponies, My Little Pony sticky.
I don't like My Little Ponies though.
It was from when we played what was it, Cards Against Humanity?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's where it comes from. And they had a
Yeah.
Phantom Menace thing added to it. And the question was, who made the something sticky? And someone had played a card that said that Thomas the Tank Engine Jeremy had made it sticky or something.
Yes, I think you're right. Those horrible people. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you were paying attention to what me and Noway here were talking about.
No.
Okay, so we were talking about Noway. You want to enlighten Stig so he can give his take?
Well, there's nothing to enlighten here. I think every one of us who thinks about this things already catched thoughts like that.
Yeah.
Everyone is expressing it differently, but the Phantom Menace thinks very critically about all that stuff in the entertainment industry. So that's not a stranger to any one of us.
Mm,
So this is just the way how I express it.
yeah.
And I think if you look back the last 70 years of Hollywood and mainstream media and all that stuff, everyone knows that they take influence on us.
Hmm.
But we never, or we seldom talk about the real responsibility. They call us racist and um, misogynist and all that stuff. you
Hmm.
know that's a technique to bring away the view from them,
Mm,
because they are the influencers and they know that.
mm,
And I would like to bring that back to them, because
mm.
we aren't paid six Stick isn't paid 6 million just for being on the stream, and everyone is talking and cheering for him and getting a boner because Stick is on the live stream. But we are reasonable persons too, reasonable humans.
Mm.
And that's what I love on the Phantom Menace. Everyone is able to express his thoughts and his critics. And the more you look into these small creators and on this communities like the Phantom Menace, there are
Yeah.
so many people. The majority of the people have common sense and understand these things, and that's what we need to fight for. We don't need to accept this bullshit what they are presenting to us,
Yeah.
because it's wrong, and because it's absolutely causing diversion.
Mm.
And if I see you thousands miles away, I really feel respect and love and appreciation for you as a person.
Mm.
We are able to do that. So, and
Well,
they try to sell us we are the hateful guys.
yeah.
I'm not into that. Absolutely not.
Well, it's interesting. So I'm scrolling through Twitter, and Dark Gift Comics, commented on this comment that this person named Danielle Campo Moore says, and she does have a check mark with her name, so she is, you know, certified or whatever. And she says, "I'm depressed as fuck, more than I've ever been in my life. I have anxiety, suffer from PTSD, and am battling an eating disorder. Guess how many fucking people I shot and killed? Zero. Don't blame mental illness. Blame toxic masculinity, white supremacy,
Sure,
and easy access to guns." And then,
sure.
um, Dark Gift Comedy says, "Poor Jason. I think a lot of it is mental illness. I think, and I'm going to stand by this till the day I die. Is that it's either mental illness or it's the lack of help that people get. Stig, why do you think all these unfortunate shootings or massacres or just violent acts in general happen? Do you think it's what is your thought process behind?
Well, my first thought is that that lady is wrong because
Yeah,
if it's a white supremacist problem, why do we have mass shootings in Africa and India and Pakistan? I don't think there are white supremacists down there.
Yep. Exactly.
But
Exactly.
but oh, and I have to say, hello there, tutorial, the lady elf in the chat. Um, I think the problem is a mental health problem, and I think it's been amplified by social media because the shootings, mass shootings, have all increased in conjunction with social media and access to media itself. Because a lot of people seem to forget that a mass shooting isn't just a massacre; it's also a public suicide. Because they keep
Right.
shooting until they get killed themselves. Uh, and the reason why I think it's not a gun problem is because in the 80s or 70s, the gun laws were less strict, easier access, but there were hardly any shootings. It's just increased in these
Yeah.
in the last
Absolutely
decade,
agree.
really, with the rise of social media. Because you have a bunch of people who do these shootings. They're outcasts. They have mental health problems. They're the mental health industry, or whatever you can call it, has failed them. And social media amplifies how lonely a person can feel because a person can have friends on social media, but if none of them even pay attention to him, he'll see all the likes and the comments and whatever the other people he's friends with get. And he gets nothing himself. So it's it's a way of a person feeling pushed down. And if you're already struggling, it can get worse.
But where do you see the root of that?
It's the root of it is um, yeah, the mental health, uh, the treatment of mental health problems.
Don't you think?
Uh,
Don't you think that that there is uh, a route to build, but also a route to find in the ways how we see education and the rights of parents, how they act with their children, and all that stuff. You know, um ex- explicitly, the Hollywood people are acting like they are so social. You know,
yeah, they are. I think it's a classic case of accusing others of what yourself is guilty of. I think that's what Hollywood and the far left are doing. They're just
yeah,
if we accuse them of that, then they can't accuse us back.
that's right.
You
And
know?
what the primary weakness of the left, I'm a centrist. I'm absolutely a centrist. I don't like to take a side because I like to be free to decide. And what I absolutely see at the left, and I will say that absolutely, the left is the side which is absolutely not able to take responsibility for their own actions.
No, because they
Absolutely.
blame society and history and everything else, and
Yeah,
they always tend to blame something that's not a solid thing. That they'll make up boogeyman and stick that boogeyman to other people.
yeah, yeah. And everything what is not thinking like that is right. Everything other than left is right. That's very,
Yeah,
very basic thinking, and that's shocking. That's shocking that so much people on that side of the political spectrum are that simple thinking. That's
yeah,
absolutely
yeah,
shocking.
because they think their voters are also
Yeah,
simple-minded.
yeah,
But nowadays, though, if you're politically to the right of Karl Marx, you're a Nazi and whatever. There's like nothing in
The
between
Nazis
anymore.
were socialists. That's the point.
Yeah,
I'm a German. I know my. Every German learned this from the smaller age, because Holocaust and all that stuff. We have to know that. And
yeah,
Nazis were socialists. Point. Period. There's no discussion.
yeah, and I see the same behavior from the far left today as I saw in the history of how the Nazi socialists came to power.
Yeah.
The old brown coats were basically Antifa.
Yeah, that's exactly the same. The brown shirts are nothing else. The Antifa is using the same tactics, is using the same propaganda, is using the same. They were also. We think this is a new thing. Were decentralized, and also the socialist uh, activists in China also were decentralized. That's a known tactic. That's a known tactic. That's nothing
Um,
new.
do
That's
you
nothing.
think? Well, this is a thought I had a little while ago, because
Hmm.
every time socialism has or communism has been forced upon a country, They have first demonized all the country's heroes and symbols, like the flag. Flag is being demonized now in the United States. And also the heroes. In this case, fictional heroes, the heroes you grew up with and looked up to.
Yeah,
James Bond
Hmm.
is they're having a go at him now. Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, um, many
yeah.
many others.
And especially they make more of it than it is. Every grown up fan, like we are, knows exactly how to differentiate between reality and this ideal or
Yeah,
this hero. Everyone knows that. I don't go out there and take a gun and try to kill extremists or something. No one, no one does that. But we know the message behind this movie is to focus more on your morals. That was always the thing. Your morals. Think about your morals.
yeah, but now they're
That was,
changing that, aren't they? They're
yeah,
telling
they
us,
are.
oh, the morals Luke Skywalker had were wrong. This is what happened to him. It didn't work. Now they're doing it with James Bond, and they did it with Han Solo. They turned him into a deadbeat dad, really.
Mm.
I have no absolutely no problem to change James the idea of James Bond into a woman. But I don't need to call her 007. I don't need to. They what they are doing is they create diversion. They create chaos. As because there's no problem to create a new character. If you ask a comic writer like Ethan Van Sciver or something, they are absolutely able to create a new character. There's no problem. There's absolutely no problem. But they try to hijack um, already established characters. For what cause? Ask this one question. For what cause? What is the betterment to do
Hmm.
this way? If you ask this one question, there are not many answers. There are not many answers. And these answers are shocking. That's
Yeah,
my
because
take.
it's certainly not to make money because they're not making money.
Right. They absolutely accept that they lose money. And I will tell you this, every big company on this earth, anywhere they are, they have to spare tax. So, and they can take political activism like this. They lose money, and they don't really lose money because they write it off from their tax.
Yeah,
That's the point, and everybody forget about that. They can take a year off, and they can do the worst thing they can do about 1 or 2 years, and that's no problem for them because they pay less tax. That's the point. They are,
yeah,
in fact, what they say they are fighting. They
yeah,
are, in
yeah,
fact, exactly that.
yeah. I'm a centrist, so I kind of like having a
Yes,
balance.
robotic.
Me too.
Hi,
Um,
Shellback.
Hi,
Oh,
Tim.
Shelly,
uh,
Shelly, take your
um,
camera a little bit down so we can see your
Yeah, so we
turtle.
can see your beautifulness.
The
Oh,
turtle.
it took it down completely. It seems.
Yeah, again.
He pulled up. Tim pulled a proper.
Where is he?
Tim, come back, please. You're my favorite turtle.
Hmm? I'm totally into turtle sex.
Damn.
Ah!
Oh my god. Next, we're going to be talking.
Thomas made his turtle sticky.
I can't. I can't.
Where are you?
I'm looking at flights right now.
At what?
Flights for next year.
Okay. Where you
Where
going?
will you be flying?
I might be going to. I think I'm going in February. I'm going down to Florida again to go and hang out with Jeremy of Geeks and Gamers and a few of the other people. We might be driving from where he is in Pensacola to Orlando and go and hang out with Drunk 3PO and Exaggeration Nation. I might be going to visit Mary in wherever she is.
Probably in jail.
Cleavage country.
Damn.
I'm so jealous. I want to have a cleavage like that. You know, I would be playing around all the time. I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mary's nice. Mary's nice people.
Yeah.
I have I have a lot of potential trips planned for next year. I mean, if I
You should try Thailand.
yeah,
You really, that's
okay.
a paradise.
As
If you
guys see,
visit some islands. Ah,
yeah.
there's turtle.
Hi.
Turtle.
Can you
Hello
guys
there,
hear me
Tim.
okay?
Yeah.
Hello
Yeah.
there.
Jerry.
I honestly think that this freaking duck does not like Wi-Fi signals.
Wait,
Al- although it is a little bit better on the phone here because I tried it on the laptop first, and it was the same as before when I tried to be on Mary's stream the other night. It kicked me off like 3 damn times. So I'm not a big fan of StreamYard at this point. But
we are happy to have you, man.
yes, no ways. We're happy to have you.
There we go.
Mary and Maura had problems with it too.
I'm not sure what I missed in the discussion, but I was having a bit of a healthy discussion with one of the gentlemen that lives in my building about this, and he's like, you don't. I'm one of those people that don't think that you need a rifle that can hold that many rounds and yada yada this and that, and that they should be banned or whatever. And I'm like, I looked at him and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay. Say that they ban, AR-15s, which if you do your homework, you'll find out that, quote unquote, mass shootings where an AR-15 is involved is like this much compared to all the other mass shootings or shootings in general. But they, they don't talk about that on the news,
Yeah, that's absolutely. Everyone with common sense knows if you stick a knife in your own leg, it hurts. Everyone knows that. It's common sense. It's not that hard to understand. So, and if the media is presenting all that stuff like people are not capable to understand that, they fail humanity at all.
People see
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
sorry, Stig. Go ahead.
If you don't watch the news, you're uninformed. If you do watch the news, you're misinformed.
Hmm. But
Yeah,
so
With the majority of it, yeah.
Yeah.
um,
Tim,
but like,
uh,
the thing is, sir?
yeah. So sorry, I'm sorry to cut you off. I want. What is your take on why all these shootings are occurring? Do you think it's assault weapons like people are saying? Do you think it's white supremacists
No,
present in
it's right there.
the brain?
It's right there.
So
absolutely. It's
mental
right
illness.
there.
These people, in some shape, form, or fashion, are messed up in the head.
Hmm.
In
I would
every
never
in every
consider
And
crime.
it
it.
Oh, sorry.
uh, um the thing is, it's like, um and it's not just like, whether like they're crazy or not. um a big part of it, when Snowdub and Jeremy Griggs, himself, have both done videos, on Trump, talking about video games, violent video games, being a, you know contributing factor. And they're both like, no. I mean, actually, Jeremy, if any of you guys had seen his video, uh got quite riled up,
Hmm.
about it. And the thing is, it's like, I in fact, I commented on Snowdub's video about it. And it's um blaming the video game in and of itself, is like blaming the gun. Okay,
Yeah,
they don't
it's
they
the
don't
same.
do a GD thing on their own.
You know,
Okay,
the deeper version of that, Shadi, is if you look at what are you what are you teaching the people? You're teaching the people that outside forces like a video game or a gun or an information you take in is a lot more stronger than your decision. Okay, and that's wrong. That's absolutely wrong. Everyone who has a life knows that his decision has an effect and he has to do the right decisions. Everyone knows that. That's not about a video game, that's not about a weapon, that's not about a political side or anything. You have to make up your own mind. And if you are not able to do that, we have to search for the problem. Where is the
right,
root of that problem,
right,
that one is not able to
right.
decide for right or wrong.
And a right, and that's the thing. Education and communication, are two very big,
Yeah.
issues, or whatever word I'm trying to say, um, in relation to this.
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
like, um, like I said, though. I mean, like, in and of itself, neither the weapon nor the video game, um, are at fault.
It's like an egg.
But
You take a piece of
at the
food.
same time, uh, on the other hand, however you want to phrase it, um, to the to the right mind, or actually, I should say, to the wrong mind,
Yeah.
that violent video game can, does have the ability to desensitize that wrong brain to violence.
Yeah,
You
but what do
know,
you do? What do you do to humanity? It's like, like Easter eggs. You take an egg, a fresh egg, and you blow the flesh out of the egg. you know, and that's what you do to humanity. You act like humanity isn't able to understand what they are doing. You blow the air hollow. You know what I mean? You act like
Mm.
humanity isn't able to understand what's wrong or what's right, uh, ha- how to treat people, and that's not right to kill anyone or anything. And that's the wrong message. That's absolutely the wrong message. With every one of those shooters, every one of those awful people, and I go even further, every one of those media people who are
Yeah.
acting like if we don't know what we are doing are the problem in our society. They are the problem.
Mm.
You know what the problem really is?
Hmm.
It's all the violence and stuff in the news. It's making people more
Yeah,
violent in video games.
yeah, that's not a wrong
Right.
thought. That's not a video game. It's the position you take on those tools. I would call it
Yeah.
tools.
You
It's
know
the
what's
Well,
position
weird
you
though?
take.
That in every crime, if someone rapes someone, if someone assaults someone, it's always the person who does it who's to blame. Except when there's a mass shooting, then everyone else gets blamed.
Yes.
It's the
yeah.
only crime that others, everyone but the shooter gets blamed.
Yeah. Right.
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 And
And yet,
that's
what you see is this normalization to blame a not real entity, not grabbable entity of some strange philosophy who it is to blame. You cannot say this person, this person decided to be an awful person. Sure, sure it does. It was this person who decided because of this and that information. And what makes us what makes humanity or what makes a person, the ability to decide makes a person a person.
mm,
I decide if I take a gun. I decide if I fuck a person. I decide if I
right.
impregnate a person. I decide if I have a child and all that stuff. They try to take this
Right.
away from humanity, this
And the
decision. And then they
yeah.
sell to us, like Obama said in one of his speeches. Sorry that I get that political, but he said in his speeches the normal people are not able to handle their. Everyone know about this sentence he said. We are
Mm-mm.
Mm,
not able to decide the important things for ourselves. He said that. He absolutely said that. I can find this YouTube thing. I don't remember the word, but he told us we are not able to decide for ourselves what is right. And please, what message is
Yeah.
that? What message is that? That means that he is on a side to tell us that we are not able to live by our own decisions and our own workings. We need him to decide.
Mm.
Sorry, but that's what they are talking to, what they are telling us.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and it's um, another one of the things that I mentioned in that comment on Snowdub's video is that like mental health, right? Mental health. Um, I mean, I think I think we can all agree that everybody needs uh, somebody they can talk to and work out their issues, or like at least be able to vent about things. which can help tremendously, right?
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, some people have family, and friends and stuff like that, but like, you know, some people, the only person that they have is like, a professional, right? And
Hmm.
some of the stuff they've been talking about, as far as like, we need to, figure out how to stop this before it happens and stuff like that. Um, the bad thing is, um, you know, you, you go to see a a mental health professional, say, um, say it's just something like, family stuff, like you're a divorced, you're a divorced father, and the the mother's being uh difficult or whatever, and you're not able to see your kids, you know when you want or whatnot, right?
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
so, you know stuff like that, will get to a man. um and you know like I said, if you don't have somebody else to talk to, and then you decide, well, I need to talk to somebody, so I'll go see a a, a shrink, if there's any psychiatrist in the chat. I'm not calling in names or nothing, so disclaimer. um Anyway, the thing is, it's like some of the stuff I've heard lately, it's like, a lot of people, um to their self detriment, um won't go see um that mental health professional to help them with their problems, for fear of losing their Second Amendment rights.
Yeah.
Because you say the wrong thing to a psychiatrist, and then they're like, do a little scribble, and then the next thing you got like the police or the sheriff's department coming to your house saying that, according to Dr. So and so, you are mentally unstable. We're here to take all your guns away.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing
That's not.
is, and I'm talking about, if you're, um, I'm talking about people that are nowhere near, um, in danger of committing such an act as a mass shooting, right? But just because a professional has some concerns, there goes all your firearms, and it's so, I mean, that it's a slippery slope there,
Absolutely
but I
true.
mean, a big part of it, or the biggest part of it, is, um I would say that parents have probably the biggest responsibility, out of anyone. Um, if you're not, I'm sure a lot of these, if not most or all of these shooters that we've heard about in the recent years, right? I doubt, I very highly doubt that they had a very good, uh, communication, with their parents.
Yeah.
I highly doubt it.
Absolutely.
and like discipline goes along with it, right? Um, I mean, where I grew up, I don't know about I don't know about Neo or Stig. Being over in Europe, and I'm pretty sure, Thomas, I'm pretty sure you've been like a city boy pretty much your whole life.
Yeah,
Um,
good.
but
Hello,
Sound is off.
Tim. We can't hear you.
Shelly, somehow you're offline. Shelly, you are muted.
I'm typing in the chat. So, also, guys, before I forget, um, so I posted two very important links in the chat. Miss has a GoFundMe set up. If you can, try donate. If you can donate,
Yeah, Shelly, right.
please.
Now you're
please
back on.
if you can donate, please do that. If you can't, that's okay. Just share and retweet it. And then Mary Mayhem has a GoFundMe as well. So consider donating to both Miss and Mary. They're both incredible people and just adorable, and we love them, and all of us love them.
Yeah, absolutely. Shelly, I tried to find the video from Obama where he speaks about ordinary people. And as I watch and as I try to find it again and again,
Mhm.
it gets harder. It's like this video is oppressed. It's like it's not deleted, but they make it harder to find. And he absolutely, and that's a symbol, you know, that's a symbol. That's one of the most hard sentences any politician said ever about humanity. He is absolutely convinced in this sentence that we are not able to deal with our uh, personal tasks. He said he said this absolutely explicitly. And I know this video for about 4 years, 5 years, I don't know. But I watched this, and that's so strange, you know, that there's a guy who eats bread, who lives a life like we. He has such a little bit more money, and he's president of USA, but that doesn't make him a god or something. Tell us we are not able to deal with our own tasks. That's absolutely horrible. If there are more of those people, they
Mhm.
are absolutely the problem. They are absolutely the problem because they don't respect us, the normal people, as equal. And that's the point where we're talking about equality, equality, representation, and all that stuff. If someone like him says something like that, that means that he don't have any belief in equality or any understanding of equality whatsoever. Absolutely not. You know what I mean? That's why I tried to bring that video up. But try to find it, yeah, the watchers, try to find it. Obama talking about ordinary people. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Say something, Shelly. No, you're offline. Yeah, we don't hear you. We don't hear you.
Timothy.
Try to get in. Try to get. I had this problem before in the other stream. Try to get offline and again in on. Yeah.
Yeah, do that. I will let you back in. On a side note, I really hate Teespring.
Really? Why?
So I ordered a shirt from Black Angus's Teespring, where it's remember
Okay.
how back when Drunk 3PO went to go see Captain Marvel,
Yeah.
and so Black Angus made a T-shirt that is Drunk 3PO, wearing the Captain Marvel shirt, and I haven't, and I ordered it back in May, but I haven't gotten it, and then I just ordered one from the Real Review 3000's Teespring store, and I haven't gotten it yet, so I hope it comes soon.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello.
There you are.
We can hear you.
So like, where did you lose me on the audio?
I'm going to have to pop off now, gentlemen. It's
Okay.
getting late, or rather early,
Yeah,
and I need to sleep to be pretty tomorrow.
you're always pretty
Uh,
sticky. That is sticky.
Means I need to sleep for at least a year.
You are pretty. You are so pretty.
yeah.
Stig, you're always pretty
Yeah.
sticky. That it is.
Yeah.
Pretty and light.
Well,
Stick.
next time I'll stick
Stick.
around longer, Thomas. That's what I can.
You always stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you. All right.
Just hold my place because I have to go to the toilet for the moment. Just stay for this moment. Talk with those guys. I'm back in a few seconds.
Oh
No.
my God, no way.
You
You and the adventures of your toilet.
yeah.
Have a good night, gentlemen.
All right, Stig. Thank you for coming.
Bye bye.
Take it easy, Stig.
Now the stickiness is gone.
So, like I said, where did I lose you guys in my story?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna assume it was somewhere around me talking about what's that?
What?
You were like robotic there for a minute.
Yeah, the StreamYards is glitchy at times and slow.
But I mean, so like I was saying, I grew up in rural southeast Missouri, right?
Mhm.
Right in the middle of farm country, right? And I grew up with guys that they had a rifle in their hand by the age of 10,
Mhm.
a lot of them, and like 10 to 12 years old, right? And I'm talking a rifle that had enough power to kill a deer, okay? Or anything else living for that matter. And they but they were educated correctly by their parents. They were shown what a gun can do to another living being. And do you know how many of those people that I grew up with? Do you know how many of those people came to school to gun everybody down?
None.
This many.
Not
Zero.
one. Not one. Absolutely.
It's
Yeah. I never would think about that. I grew up. My grandpa has hunting weapons. In Germany, it's a little bit different than in USA because we have completely different weapon laws and all the gun laws. And as a small guy, I never thought about to take a gun and point it at a human being or even an animal. My brother and I, we had an experience, and he tried to show me how powerful our air weapon air weapons are, air force air pressure weapons. and try to shoot at a bird.
Yeah.
And already in that age, I was about 7 or something. I
Yeah.
knew exactly that this is wrong for killing or shooting at a being, a living being, for exactly nothing.
Yeah.
That's not so hard to
Well,
understand.
I
That's
mean, I can't, I can't lie. I mean, me and at least one of my friends, we grew up, having like, BB guns and like air rifles, the ones that, had the lever, and you'd freaking pump and pump and pump until you're like, you know,
yeah, yeah,
trying to get that last one, I mean, and you could pump up that damn air rifle to the point where when you pulled that trigger, it sounded like a damn 22 going off.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, and yeah, we did we did kill our share of birds and whatnot.
yeah,
Um, but we and some of us even did have BB gun fights amongst each other. Um, but and you know, di-
my brother,
disclaimer, kids. Don't shoot your friends. Okay.
yeah, my
Um,
brother shot at me with that
but
gun.
I mean, at the same time, you know, even which I never really was in, one of those BB gun fights. Although I did accidentally shoot a friend of mine in the butt one time.
Yeah,
Um, uh, and we found the pellet in his shoe.
no,
But
that
anyway, we but yet at the same time we still knew not to like aim at the target and just shoot it out of the air.
No way. Can you hear him?
I absolutely understand everything he says.
You can hear him.
You are muted again, Shelly. You are muted.
Tim.
Oh,
Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Can
didn't
you
know
hear
if.
me?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Some little message popped up and about my connection, and so
Okay.
when that pops up, it takes the audio out.
Oh,
But
oh, um, so I think in like
go
maybe
ahead.
like 5-10 minutes, I'm gonna end it.
You
Yeah.
guys, it's evening over there at you, yeah?
It is 12:20 in the morning here.
12,
Yeah.
12 in the
Well,
morning.
yeah, for me it's 9:20 p.m.
It's 6:20 in the morning. I
Oh
have
my.
to get sleep too.
Yeah. So I think like in like 5-10 minutes, I'm gonna end it
Okay, that's fine.
because I have to do some stuff before I go to sleep.
Where's your picture?
My what?
Your visual
Oh,
expression. Yeah,
sorry.
there you
So
Tori, bless her heart. Toriel is calling you Norway, just,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
just like
I
just
know.
like Ruthie.
Yeah, I know. They are doing it all the time. You can lip read
Mm,
Norway. Yeah, sometimes I can. If I'm in
yeah.
connection with those guys, I can do this.
But
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 so
yeah, no,
sure that
I've
you
considered
read.
making a video of my own on this subject, um, and pointing out the things that I just said to you guys, um, and it's you know like I said, at the end of the day, it's not the video game by itself.
No, absolutely not.
It's not the gun by itself.
No, absolutely not.
You go out, you go to the store, you buy that video game, and you go to you go to the gun store and you buy that AR-15. You put them both down on the freaking coffee table, and they don't do a GD thing
That's a very,
by
very important
themselves.
point.
You know.
What you know, to try to point the responsibility for such actions at laws or ideologies,
Yeah.
ideologies or all
Right.
that stuff. That's wrong. That's
Yeah.
wrong. We have to
And
come back to hold people
yeah.
who
Yeah.
decide things to do things
Right.
responsible. It's always
But
the people.
what are you hearing? But what are you hearing on the news? What are you hearing on the news? Oh, we need to ban the AR-15.
Yeah, yeah.
We need stricter gun laws. Yada yada yada. And
You ban roller skates because
none of that works. None of that works
no, nothing of
because
that.
at the end of the day, it's going to be just like on the movies and on the TV shows.
Right.
You're going to have freaking Joe Blow, freaking psycho, um, in a back alley, uh, talking to somebody named Tiny, in a fucking Lincoln Town car with his damn trunk popped open,
Yeah.
with filled with freaking whatever the hell you want, you know.
Right.
The only thing that any of these gun laws that they've passed, the only people that it has affected, like truly affected, is the people that aren't going to do any of this stuff anyway, you know.
Right. And that's a philosophy I think I can see at the SJWs. They act like absolutely assheads sometimes. If you watch Moronica here, Rontoy and Monica Rial and Chuck Wendig and all
Mhm.
those strange people, and I think their idea is that they cannot be responsible for that because it's the ideology, and if the ideology is wrong,
Hmm.
it could be that they have failed. That means they try to ease their own life, try to get rid
Hmm.
of responsibility. But that's not how it works.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
You know,
If they call
one thing I just
if they call
I'm sorry,
you
go ahead.
a homophobic or something, what is totally in the head, um, they said it, and they have to take
Yeah.
responsibility for that, and that will
Um
never change. This will always be a truth. If you do something, you are responsible. Point.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Is is that a technical term?
Yes, it is. It is absolutely. If you talk about SJWs, you have
Um
to know this language.
yeah. Right.
So
One thing that just sorry, Thomas. But
finish what
one thing that
you were.
just popped into my head. I don't know if either one of you guys follow or listen to whatever Steven Crowder.
Yeah, I do.
Um, he's got that Louder with Crowder show,
I love
on the
that show. I
internet,
love that show. Not because he's
and
right, but he knows how to
he's
argue.
got a series of videos that he calls "Change My Mind," right?
Yeah, I know.
And one of the things he did was it was common sense gun laws, right?
Yeah,
And he got a whole smorgasbord of rifles and pistols from a
yeah.
local gun shop, and had them set out on a couple of folding tables, and had one of those little awning tents, and they he had the people people walking by, and don't you know that they see the AR-15 right away, right? And they're like, oh no, big black scary gun, and but they see he had a 30-06 as well, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, they see it, it's got, a nice, uh, walnut, I don't know. I don't know if it's walnut but anyway, it's, a nice looking wood stock, and, and they were okay with that. They were okay with that gun, right?
Yeah.
Well, after that, or during that, whatever, um, he had the ammunition that went into all these guns, right?
Yeah.
And they saw the 30-06 round, right? And they're like, oh, I'm like, that's too big. It's like, I was like, you don't need nothing that big to kill a deer or whatever, right?
What do they
And and then they saw the AR-15 round, right? And then they're like, oh no, that's okay. That's not a scary looking bullet,
so strange?
you know.
It's
So
strange.
it's like, and that's, it's like, you know they're perfectly okay with the hunting rifle, right? They're okay with the hunting rifle,
There's a
but not with
difference.
the ammunition,
2 millimeter more
and
hole in the body.
and it's like, if somebody gets hit with a damn 30-06 round versus a freaking AR-15 round,
Yeah.
holy shit, you know. You think you think you have brain matter splashed all over the place with a damn AR?
Yeah.
Shoot somebody in the head with the 30-06 and see what happens.
Yeah. So I'm going to start ending the stream because I said 5 minutes and went on for 20, 30 minutes, which is fine. But I'm starting to get exhausted. Noway has to go to sleep. Tim.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, no problem. Noway, tell everyone
Yeah.
about you, where they can find you. If you want to post your link in the chat, feel free to do so. I have given you a wrench.
Yeah, I will do it. I will post my link.
That way people can sub to you. Everyone go sub to Noway, Neophobic Jeremy,
Just
Alila.
doing funny videos, just
Well,
fun,
you know
fun
what?
videos.
There's still videos. Everyone goes up to Noway, Neophobic Jeremy loves Alita Battle Angel, which is a very long channel name, but that's okay. We still love him. Everyone goes up to Stig Kenobi. He only has like 2 videos, but they're really awesome videos. Goes up to Shellback TJC, aka Hallmark Channel Jeremy. Noway, you want to tell everyone about you and where they can find you?
Oh yeah, I'm in the moment. I'm very very much focused on the case central website.
Mm-hmm.
A website for a lot of diverse people and opinions, right? Opinions is the word. Different opinions from people about entertainment and pop culture. Star Wars, yeah, like the Fandom Menace. We are the Fandom Menace. We are the Fandom Collective. Please visit us. I'm the designer and I'm the web designer for this website and for the logos and for the brand. So I'm doing not so much videos in the moment. I will in the future, but in the moment I have a lot of workload for all those sites and all this. We are producing a game which is changing the game. You can play computer games in real life. We have an article on the website chaoscentral.com. chaoscentral.com.
Mm-hmm.
Read it. Changing the game is an article. You learn a lot about that, and this is a lot of fun. I can guarantee you that. Follow me on that, and I will come up with a new series about the Force, the real application of the Force, seen from the viewpoint of a Shaolin or a Wudang Kung Fu practitioner. I don't know when I'm able to do this series, but I will do this series. It's absolutely sure.
You
Thank
know
you for having me.
what?
Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. You're always welcome. And yeah, no, that sounds. Chaos Central is a pretty darn good website. I've checked it out myself once in a while. So, um, guys, go and check out chaoscentral.com. Uh, Good article filled with good website filled with good articles written by great people. Um, Fun, interesting fact is uh, I am in talks with Alex Gurzo, who is the editor in chief over on geeksandgamers.com.
Okay.
So maybe I can get you guys. Maybe I can get him to contribute. Do a collab with you guys.
That would be fine. Yeah.
I talked to Chris and Sean about it, and they're on board with it. I just need to continue flow of discussion with him, Alex.
Yeah.
But I know him well. I've met him. He's a good dude. So I'm gonna, you know, keep on pushing it.
Yes.
uh, and then also what I thought was really cool is that Jeremy completely endorsed your website. Noway.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah. Sean made a tweet about it, and he tagged Jeremy in it. It's
okay.
like, Jeremy, I'm not trying to step on your toes. We're just trying to do this as like a brother or sister at geeksandgamers.com.
Yeah,
Jeremy
yeah, yeah.
commented and I was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. And then he retweeted the link.
We are absolutely seeing ourselves like an add-on to this movement,
Yeah, that's
not
true.
any
Uh,
weight in competition, just
yeah.
an add-on.
Tim, you want to tell everyone about you and where they can find you, and also if you want, you can put your link in the chat. You have a wrench as well,
Um,
or
yeah,
if you can't
sure.
do that,
You know, uh, believe it or not, I also am uh, a German computer programmer living in Austria. How crazy is that?
Okay.
No.
damn.
Say oida. Oida.
Seriously though, I am a born and bred American from the great state of Missouri. Currently living in the state of Washington, um, and I'm also um, a I guess you could say that I'm a college freshman at the ripe old age of 48.
Ah, it's cool again.
Um, uh, I haven't really made a whole lot of content since I've been going to school. Um,
Boo.
but I'm trying to remedy that. Um, like I said, um, I've been somewhat inspired. I'm just trying to take like a minute to maybe like I said, make a video about the shootings and my humble opinions on uh, what we were talking about, which is pretty much what I said to you guys. Um, but um, my channel, I guess you'd call my channel a variety channel. And I know that that might not be the most advantageous towards the YouTube algorithm or whatnot, in in getting mass quantities of subscribers, but um, I in the future, I mean, I'd probably still kind of like to, you know, stick around, with like entertainment stuff, but kind of put my, little, um, not necessarily political, but um, just put my own spin on it, in relation to, like the whole, uh, toxic masculinity and bigotry and sexism and all the words that are flying around out there now,
My
but
personal sexism and my personal other stuff.
but I'm trying to, because I mean, you know I like music and movies and all that entertainment stuff, but I also have an interest in in
Releasing
politics
art.
and and some sports, and like I grew up being like a gearhead, so I mean I'm like, I'm into cars and whatnot too, so I'm just you know trying to figure out a way to incorporate all that stuff, you know so I mean,
Just
who
you just
knows, maybe I'll
sort of
maybe I'll have to diversify a little bit, and you know make like a couple of little offshoot uh channels, kind of like narrow down the topics, but I don't know, for now I'm good with just the one channel.
being Shelley.
But yeah, sorry,
My
didn't mean to ramble on, but
You always do it.
Happy to have you, guy.
I agree. All right. With that being said, thank you everyone for tuning in. From Miss Mary Mayhem, Toria LG, thank you for being here the whole night. Stig, uh, Tim originally, Will Gentry. Seen you a lot recently, Will. It's good to see you. And Caitlin to keep up the jammies as
Yeah.
well. Make sure you go and sub to everyone, to all three of these channels. Sub to Stig Kenobi, sub to Mary Mayhem, Proper Jenny, and so many other channels in the fandom menace. I had to throw Proper Jenny in because it's good. I don't like calling him Jeremy. I like calling him.
Did you recognize that proper Jeremy isn't that proper all the time?
Yes, I did. That's why I call him Proper Jenny. I did. I mean, if he were here, he would probably say improper. I'd be like,
yeah,
you spell improper.
I don't know if Neo saw it. Well, actually, I don't know if you saw it either, Thomas. But back when Proper got to change his name back, right?
Mhm.
He threw a tweet up, and I found I found a GIF. I don't know. I say GIF. Some people say GIF, but I say GIF.
Mhm.
I found a GIF of Forrest Gump painting the name Jenny on his boat, on that first boat, right?
Mhm.
And and then I wrote a comment saying that I wasn't changing the name of the boat.
Priceless. I remember. I think right when like a few days before he was about to change his name back to Jeremy from Jenny, and both of you might remember this because this was in the Council of Jeremy's chat. I think it was K, Thug Life Jeremy. He made not a GoFundMe, but he made like a petition to have Proper Jenny stay a Jenny instead of a Jeremy. And then I was modding for uh, Geeks and Gamers, and then Jeremy, D-Day Cobra, and Josiah Rises. They all signed the petition and tweeted it out too. Um, but yeah, make sure you sub to all these people. Noway, Neophobic, Jeremy, Luz, Leah, Battle Angel. That's enough.
Tank engine, the tank, our only tank engine.
Yeah, exactly. King Engine Jeremy, Shelby TC, aka Hallmark Channel Jeremy, Victoria LG, Caitlin the Keeper, fucking Breeze or fucking Jeremy's, Stick Kenobi, Mary Mayhem, Miss Sarcastic Nerd, Captain Jack Sparrow, Real Captain Jack.
He's a little bit silent in the moment. The real Captain.
I love Stick's comments.
Yeah, he's one of the
Yeah.
best.
Tim, look at Stick. Look at what Stick said.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I've been reading them off the laptop.
Yes,
I've got the I've got the stream up. Over here.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah,
And he's a cool guy. He always sticks around.
That's a good one. That's a good one. No, yeah, proper is a complete and utter lunatic. But I mean, goes up to everyone. In the fandom menace, they're all great people. And remember, if you don't get blocked by a Disney shill, you're not doing your job.
That's true. That's absolutely true. I'm with that.
Because I got blocked by the Disney critic this last week.
Oh man!
Oh my god!
I'm blocked by so many people I never even read about, and then I got to their profile.
Yeah,
and I blocked them. I'm totally shocked. What did I say?
Damn, yeah. No, it felt really good to get blocked by him because he was going off about how the non-toxic fans they want Star Wars to be great again.
Dude, that Disney critic guy. If it's the same one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
The dude's got like what maybe 12 followers or some shit. It's like
I'm gonna go on to him.
I don't know. I mean, not that I'm setting the world on fire, but there's
more than
a lot more people that are.
Okay.
One point of personal privilege, please. One point of.
Did you watch that video?
Well, I get a boner on titties.
Okay, guys, hold on. I'm gonna screen share so you guys can see which one I'm talking about.
Seriously, did you watch that video on the college kids that the communist freaking and they're like the one dude was like oh well I'm really prone to sensory overload, so if you guys in the crowd could like keep it down, that would be really appreciated. And then you had the other guy who sounded like he was about to have a damn aneurysm, saying could we please not use genderized speech, or I don't know, whatever the hell he was saying.
To address everyone. I know, yeah. To address everyone. Don't use gender pronouns to address everyone, please.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Tim.
Oh, are you kidding? Sorry, sir.
This is the one, the Disney critic.
Be happy to be blocked. This natural selection.
Yeah, I'm sure it's the same guy.
I'm gonna go to his YouTube channel and see how many subs he has.
I go offline, guys. I go sleep.
You're leaving?
Fine. And have a nice time and happy. Thank you for having me. And we see us on Twitter.
Yes, sir. Where Noway is constantly engaging with the SJWs in the Disney show.
Yes. Heard.
Jawohl, Herr Neo. Guten Tag.
Ja, genau. Ich wünsche dir einen wunderschönen Tag noch, Shelly.
Dude, I swear, That's good. That's one of the things on my bucket list or whatever you want to say is someday, hopefully sooner rather than later, I'm gonna go visit that man.
Oh,
Um, dude, I have wanted to go to Europe. I mean, technically, I've been to Europe, um, but the thing is, I never got out of the air terminal. Because like I've been to, I've set foot uh, in Germany, technically in Germany, but it was the air terminal at Ramstein Air Force Base, and what we were only there basically gas and go. That's it. We touched down, they fueled the airplane up, and then we got back on. So I didn't get to, I didn't have time to do any damn thing. I've also set foot in Sigonella, Sicily,
yeah.
where there's also there's like a Navy facility there. And same thing, uh, air terminal, and it was at night. I mean, and we were there long enough. Some of the guys went down the street to like a local pub or something like that, but we didn't really have time to explore or anything like that. And Shannon, Shannon, Ireland. Um, I also walked the ground there, but again inside an air terminal.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night, couldn't leave, couldn't see a damn thing outside the windows. So, you know, on my wish list, my bucket list, whatever you want to say, is to be able to go over to Europe on vacation and actually see, you know, some of the sites to be seen. And one of the places I've always wanted to go um, is, Germany and Austria. Um, partly due to the fact of, I'm kind of a history buff or whatever, and like I want to. I'd love to go. I'd love to go to the Eagle's Nest. Um, and you know, for those of who may still be watching us, if you don't know what the Eagle's Nest is, it's a I don't know if you'd call it a castle, but um, it's it's in the Alps of I want to say it's in Austria, but anyway, it's in the Alps, and it's where Hitler hung out when he wasn't, like in Berlin or whatever. Um, and like if anybody has seen the miniseries Band of Brothers, that's where the boys ended up. At the end of Band of Brothers was the Eagle's Nest. Um, but don't you know that when they got there, the place was abandoned. So, but yeah, I would love to go over there and hang out with old Neo and have him show me, all the local sights and sounds. Because I'm not sure exactly where. I mean, he told me, I think, once upon a time, but I can't remember. But he's in, some little village in the Austrian Alps. Uh, so
Yeah.
I think that'd be real cool to to see and have my own personal tour guide.
That'd be awesome. But yeah, no, I got blocked by him because he was just being he was like engaging on
Yeah,
Twitter,
and,
and
that's the guy that I was thinking of. Yeah, he's got a whopping 31 followers. That's
uh,
three, three, one, three, one,
yeah,
three, one,
yeah,
31.
and then he was
Um,
no, and so he was he was me and him were going back and forth. I was like, you know what, Disney
mm,
critic, you could have respected that why we don't like The Last Jedi and why we don't like Disney, but no, instead you had to go on full on attack mode.
mm,
And what you had said about Anna's sister when that whole thing was going down, that was just fucked up. And he's like,
mm.
yeah, I did it, but I learned from it. I was like, you know what, it doesn't matter. You don't get to say that shit and just walk away. Not in my book. And then I said to him, you know what, you best just block me, because every time I see you commenting on one of my friends' posts, I'll be there to just piss you off. And then I said, you know what, I would never say this because I'm a Democrat, and no, I didn't vote for Clinton, but MAGA. And I think it pissed
Uh,
him the fuck off.
well,
But I'm gonna get going.
and that's the thing. Like I've never, I'm not a registered any damn thing. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm and even though there is a political party called the Independent Party, um, like that's basically what I refer to myself as, as independent, or like you know but I a lot of the time, especially if need be, I will specify that I'm not really pertaining to the party itself. I just I have no, I'm not registered with anybody, not not independent, not Republican, and sure as hell not Democrat. Uh, and especially these days, because I mean uh, when you have people like AOC and her little squad, or whatever, as they've known to been known to become, or whatever you want to say, been known as. Oh man, it's yeah, that's probably like a whole nother, you know 3-hour conversation, but
knowing you, yeah, it's true. All right, with
uh,
that being said, I'm tired as fuck,
yeah.
and I'm gonna get going, and I'm gonna end the stream because I'm
Okay.
tired as hell.
Alrighty, sir.
All right, have a good night, everyone. Tim, thank you for being on. As always, Dig, thank you for being on. As always,
Yeah.
I know. Um, Hold on. Yeah, but I'm gonna end this because I'm tired as fuck.
All right. Well,
I'll
I
see
I
all of you guys.
appreciate
What?
I appreciate the bringing me on, and I'm I'm guessing that until I figure out what's going on with trying to use my laptop, I guess I'll have to utilize the phone here, if I'm doing this StreamYard thing.
Well, yeah. Well, with StreamYard, you can't access it. You can't like start a
Mhm.
stream from your phone. That is one of the things I learned from Mary. But I'm gonna end this, and I will talk to you guys later.
Don't poke yourself in the eye.